Learn and grow your mind. Agriculture. Primary School Living Examination 12. We should follow the following steps for great results. Roman figure number 1. Read the questions and their answers frequently with space repetition reading technique. 1. A. What is agriculture? Agriculture is the practice of cultivating crops and rearing animals for food, fiber, and other products that are useful to us. B. State one way in which HIV and AIDS is likely to affect production in agriculture. HIV and AIDS can reduce agricultural production by causing illness and reducing the labor force available for farming activities. 2. State two careers in agriculture. Agronomist. Veterinary officer. The diagram below shows a farm implement. Use it to answer question 3. 3. A. The farm implement shown is a trailer. Name the farm implement. B. One use of the trailer is to transport farm produce or equipment. State one use of the farm implement. 4. Give any two benefits of protecting wild animals. Maintains ecological balance. Promotes biodiversity and tourism. 5. State any two ways water helps plants use nutrients. Water dissolves nutrients in the soil, making them available for absorption. Water transports nutrients from the soil to different parts of the plant. 6. Give two management activities after transplanting seedlings. Watering the seedlings to reduce transplant shock. Mulching to conserve moisture and protect roots. 7. State any two activities in preparing fruits for the market. Sorting and grading fruits according to size and quality. Washing fruits to remove dirt and chemicals. 8. Define the following terms. Pesticides. Chemicals used to kill or control pests that damage crops. Herbicides. Chemicals used to kill or control unwanted plants, weeds. The diagrams below show two types of cattle. Use them to answer question 9. 9. Name the types of cattle shown by the diagrams labeled X and W. X. Beef cattle. W. Dairy cattle. 10. State any two factors needed for crops to grow. Adequate water supply. Suitable temperature or climate. Section B, in brackets 40 marks. Answer all questions. 11. A. Complete the diagram below by filling in the types and examples of parasites. Types of parasites. Internal parasite. External parasite. Examples of parasites. Internal parasite. Roundworms, tapeworms. External parasite. Ticks, lice. B. State any two ways in which parasites affect animals. They cause diseases or illness. They reduce the growth and productivity of animals. The diagram below shows a weathering process. Use it to answer question 12. 12. A. Name the type of weathering shown in the diagram. The type of weathering shown in the diagram is mechanical or physical weathering. B. Describe how the type of weathering shown in the diagram occurs. This type of weathering happens when rocks break into smaller pieces without changing their chemical composition. It occurs due to physical forces like wind, water, temperature changes, or pressure causing rocks to crack, break or wear away. In the diagram, it looks like rocks are being broken down and moved by the force of water or wind. C. State one other agent of this type of weathering apart from the one shown in the diagram. Temperature changes, freeze-thaw action. Study the information below and use it to answer question 13. Loto has a spinach garden. He waters it every morning and evening. He observes that the soil in his garden dries up very fast. 13. A. Which texture of soil is likely to be in Loto's garden? The soil texture likely to be in Loto's garden is sandy soil. B. State two ways this soil texture could affect the growth of spinach. It drains water quickly, causing the soil to dry fast, which may lead to water stress for the spinach. It has low nutrient retention, so spinach might not get enough nutrients for healthy growth. C. Which type of soil is likely to be in the garden? The type of soil likely in the garden is sandy soil. D. State one way in which the soil can be improved to hold moisture for a long time. Add organic matter such as compost or manure to increase water retention. The diagram below shows a management practice carried out in animal production. Use it to answer question 14. 14. A. Name the management practice. The management practice shown is vaccination, injection. B. State any three reasons for carrying out milking. To control treatment, the spread of diseases. To prevent diseases. To prevent parasites. To improve resistance of animals to diseases, prevent deficiency diseases. Draw blood samples. C. Name the tool used to carry out the management practice. Syringe and a needle. The bar graph below shows a vegetable production record in Mr. Tinto's farm. Use it to answer question 15. 15. A. State the level of farming in Mr. Tinto's farm. The level of farming in Mr. Tinto's farm is commercial, large-scale production. B. State one reason to support your answer in A. Vegetables are produced in large quantities, high yield. C. State any 3 factors that could have led to the low production of rape. Poor soil fertility in the area where rape is grown. Inadequate rainfall or water supply. Pest and disease attack on the rape crop. The diagram below shows a management practice carried out in crop production. Use it to answer question 16. 16. A. State 2 ways in which the management practice benefits the farmer. Helps to control weeds, reducing competition for nutrients. Improves crop yield and quality. B. State 2 ways in which the management practice benefits the crops. Allows better air circulation around the plants. Helps the crops to receive more sunlight. C. Name one other way of carrying out the same management practice. Using herbicides, chemical weeding. The pictures below were taken from the same area. Picture labeled Q was taken in the year 2000 and picture labeled R was taken in 2011. Use them to answer question 17. 17. A. Describe the changes that have taken place on the area from the year 2000 to 2011. The area changed from being forested with many trees Q to bare land with soil erosion and cracks R. There is loss of vegetation and increased soil degradation. B. State one human activity that could have caused the change on the area. Deforestation, cutting down trees. C. State any 2 ways in which the area in picture labeled R can be recovered. Reforestation or planting trees to restore vegetation. Implementing soil conservation methods like terracing or contour farming. The table below shows a financial record for Mr. Coney's chicken farm. Use it to answer question 18. 18. A. Calculate the total amount of money used by Mr. Coney. Show your workings. Chicks bought equals P300.00. Vaccine bought equals P150.00. Feeds bought equals P1000.00. Total cost equals 300 plus 150 plus 1000 equals P1450.00. B. How much profit did Mr. Coney make? Show your workings. Total sales equals P3000.00. Total cost equals P1450.00. Profit equals total sales. Total cost equals 3000, 1450 equals P1550.00. C. State one other management practice carried out in chicken production apart from the ones shown in the financial record. Providing proper shelter for the chickens. Learn and grow your mind. Agriculture. Primary School Living Examination 13. We should follow the following steps for great results. Roman figure number 1. Read the questions and their answers frequently with space repetition reading technique. Section A. Answer all questions. The diagram below shows a student cultivating a plot. Use it to answer question 1. 1. A. Name the tool used. Digging fork. B. Give one reason for cultivating the plot. To loosen the soil for planting. 2. State 2 disadvantages of using chemical fertilizers. Chemical fertilizers can harm soil microorganisms. They can cause water pollution through runoff. 3. State any 2 food products that can be produced using traditional biotechnology. Cheese. Yogurt. 4. Give any 2 ways used by farmers to identify their goats. Using ear tags. Branding. 5. Name 2 breeds of sheep. Merino. Dorper. 6. State any 2 places where Botswana sell their cattle. Cattle markets. Abattoirs in brackets slaughterhouses. Read the information below and use it to answer question 7. Shasho prepared a plot. She buried dry leaves to improve soil fertility. 7. Describe how the dry leaves would improve soil fertility. Decomposing and adding organic matter to the soil. Increasing the nutrient content, especially nitrogen. 8. 2 reasons for giving animals water regularly. To maintain body temperature. To help in digestion. The diagrams below labeled R and S show 2 branches of agriculture. Use them to answer question 9. 9. Name the branches of agriculture labeled R and S. R. Crop farming in brackets arable farming. S. Animal farming in brackets livestock farming. 10. Define the following. A. Agents of soil erosion are natural forces that cause the removal of soil from the land, such as wind and water. B. Causes of soil erosion include deforestation, overgrazing, and poor farming methods. Answer all questions. The pie chart below shows the constituents of soil. Use it to answer questions 11a. 11. A. Name the soil constituents marked U and T. U. Organic matter, or humus. T. Minerals, or rock particles. B. Give 2 ways in which soil constituent marked V benefits plant life. Water dissolves nutrients, making them available for plant uptake. Water is essential for photosynthesis in plants. C. What is the percentage of air in the soil? The percentage of air in the soil is 25%. The diagram below shows a management activity carried out in goats. Use it to answer question 12. 12. A. Name the management activity. Hoof trimming. B. State 2 ways in which hoof trimming benefits goats. Prevents infections and diseases in the hooves. Improves mobility and prevents lameness. C. Name any 2 tools that can be used to carry out the management activity. Hoof trimmers. Clippers or sharp knives. The diagram below shows a structure that helps to control animal diseases. Use it to answer question 13. 13. A. Name the structure. Veterinary quarantine station. B. State any 2 diseases controlled by using the structure. Foot and mouth disease. In brackets FMD. Contagious bovine pleuropneumonia in brackets CBPP. C. State 1 other use of the structure. To isolate and monitor animals to prevent the spread of diseases. D. Who provides this structure in the motherlands of Botswana? Department of Veterinary Services or Ministry of Agriculture. Read the information below and use it to answer question 14. Fenyo observed that his maize seedlings were growing thin and tall because they were overcrowded. 14. A. Which management activity should Fenyo carry out to correct the problem? Thinning. B. State 3 benefits of carrying out the management activity. Reduces competition for nutrients, water, and sunlight. Allows remaining plants to grow stronger and healthier. Increases crop yield. C. Which method of planting is likely to have been used by Fenyo? Broadcasting. Read the information below and use it to answer question 15. Botley is an arable farmer. He waters his vegetables from a borehole and sells them to the local shops. 15. A. Which level of farming is practiced by Botley? Commercial farming. B. Give 2 reasons to support your answer in A. Uses irrigation, watering from a borehole. Sells produce to local shops, market-oriented production. C. State 1 way in which the government of Botswana helps farmers like Botley. Providing agricultural extension services. D. State 1 other type of farming apart from the one practiced by Botley. Subsistence farming. The diagram below shows a weathering process. Use it to answer question 16. 16. A. Name the type of weathering shown in the diagram. Biological weathering. B. Describe how the type of weathering shown in the diagram occurs. Biological weathering occurs when living organisms such as animals, plants, and microbes break down rocks and soil. In the diagram, goats are shown scratching or digging the soil, which loosens and breaks the soil and rock particles. Roots of plants can also grow into cracks in rocks, causing them to break apart. C. State 1 other type of weathering apart from the one shown in the diagram. Mechanical, physical, weathering. Chemical weathering. The diagram below shows a farmer placing grass on a plot after planting. Use it to answer question 17. 17. A. Name the management activity. Mulching. B. When should the farmer remove the grass placed on the plot? When it starts to decompose or when it is completely dry. C. State 3 reasons for removing the grass from the plot. To prevent it from competing with crops for nutrients and water. To allow air and sunlight to reach the crops. To reduce the risk of pests and diseases that may harbor in the grass. The diagrams below labeled W, X, and Y show different stages carried out when preserving vegetables. Use them to answer question 18. 18. A. Describe the stages of preservation shown in the diagrams. In stage W, the vegetables are being washed or cleaned to remove dirt and impurities. In stage 10, the vegetables are being boiled or blanched to kill bacteria and stop enzyme activity. In stage Y, the vegetables are being dried under the sun to remove moisture and prevent spoilage. B. State one reason for carrying out the stage labeled Y. To reduce moisture content in the vegetables, which helps prevent microbial growth and spoilage. C. Name one vegetable that can be preserved using this method. Spinach or any leafy green vegetable like kale.